Hello, 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 my friends. Okay, so we've got Medina Jones is in the house. You got here early, girl or boy. I was making an assumption, but wow, we've got hello, dear Sheila. I'm so happy to be joining the chat with you and everyone tonight. I'm finding so much truth and wisdom from your channel, and I want to say thank you. Well, you are welcome. You are so welcome. I am so excited. I love doing these live streams. Now, we do a live stream every week for members, but these monthly live streams, they freaking get a little bit out of hand. Like I always set a goal for like an hour, and 2 hours in, everybody's still here. Y'all are still talking to each other, still chirping away. And I have to cut you guys off because I start getting real tired and hoarse. But I love it. I love this time with you. I am so glad that you're here. I absolutely love this community that we are building out, and it's getting bigger. I don't know if you've noticed, but we got about 10,000 new subscribers last month. So that's kind of a huge, big deal. So let's see. We've got Medina's from Illinois. Let's see. Then we've got Elena says, hello. It's good to be here. It's good that you are here, Elena. Joni says, hi, everyone. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves and make connections and make friends. I will kick you out if you like start trying to date other people. I've done that before. People write age, sex, location. You guys remember that when the internet, ASL, right? Remember when the internet first started? Do they still do that? I don't know. I'm kind of out of the loop. Doug Hammond, that is my husband. He says hello, and he's driving to a job right now, and he's not supposed to be listening to the live stream, but apparently I'm not the boss of him. So hi, honey. Rich, hello from Minneapolis, St. Paul. Veronica, hello from Texas. Hey, Kelly. Hi, it's good to see you. Ray, this is a nice surprise. What do you mean? We have them every month. Although I'm going to probably have to start not having them on Thursdays now. We might have to move them over to Wednesdays, but we'll see how it goes. Medina says hi to Doug. So Doug, don't try to read the chat while you're driving, please. I'll let you know if anybody talks to you. They changed Doug's schedule, and like, I think I'm yelling. Okay, wait. Let me calm myself down. I just get so hopped up, and I'm probably over caffeinated again. But they changed his schedule, and now on Thursdays he works until 7. So he's not here for the live streams, and he enjoys doing the live streams with me and being on them. So we might change him to a different day just because of Doug. So everybody say, thanks, Doug. Let's see. Grandmom Gratitude. What a great username. I love that. Grandmom Gratitude. Vicky from the Poconos. Medina says, be safe, Doug. And Rich says, more mayhem than hope, and not exactly mild, but getting through it. Are you talking about your life? Is that your life? More mayhem than hope? Ever since I did the video where I talked about Hope wearing fishnet stockings with red lipstick on her teeth, that's all I can see my Hope as now. It's basically some like broke down woman that's really been rode hard and put away wet with hair everywhere, and like a tank top and a tight skirt and boots and fishnets, and she's just tired. You know, she's the little barfly that sits at the bar smoking a cigarette. Hello, what everybody, what's going on? I need a man, right? That's the person I'm thinking that Hope is in my life right now. Let's see. Kelly says, thanks, Doug. Ray says, let's see your shirt. You're only seeing the hat. Yes, this is merch, everybody. This is merch. I guess it's really hard to see, but I'll do like this for just a second. I have got some really cool merch for the community. This is just one of them. The Laid Off Mafia is my favorite, the one with Posey on it. I just launched a new one today, Emotionally Concussed, and I ordered that one today as well. That I can see that merch is gonna become a problem for me, because I make a new shirt and I'm like, oh, I really want that one. And let's see, I've sold. Let's see here. I got to pull it up now because it might have changed. But I've sold I believe 8 shirts. Now, 8 shirts. Now, Doug has bought 2 of them, but still, it counts. So I've sold 8 shirts. Church of Nope is also really popular. The Church of Nope, which is basically kind of like this Virgin Mary-esque person wearing a hoodie with her little hand up saying nope, nope, Church of Nope. The merch is just fun. I don't make a lot of money off of it. It's just something that we could do as a community that's fun. And then on the back of these, it has like I don't know if you can even see it. I don't want to turn around because I'm really bald, but there it is. It's a little QR code on the very back. So if people go, oh my God, that's so funny, go on and check her out. And it takes you to the YouTube channel. So it's just something fun to do. If you can support me in that way, that's awesome. And if you do get a shirt, send a picture of yourself to me. I would love to see that. That would be awesome. Thanks for asking, Ray. Let's see. Rich says, great shirt. Thank you. Ray says, I have a bulldog. Bulldogs are awesome. I love bulldogs. All of those little flat-nosed brachycephalic dogs are just amazing. Hard to take care of, but they're awesome. Let's see. Doug says, I'm sorry. Keep it on Thursdays, Doug. I'm just teasing. I want you here. I don't like you driving and listening to the live stream. Let's see. Princess Posey is gangsta. She's not gangsta, Kelly. Princess Posey is princess. She sleeps like 20 hours a day. She doesn't like to go for walks. We did have to take her to the vet. I guess it was last Sunday because she's got, when I say allergies at the yin yang, that's actually kind of true. Her eye was red. She's all itchy. Her feet are itchy. She's just a high maintenance little pug, but we love her so much. She makes us laugh every day. Let's see here. Veronica says, Muriel says that she loves the shirt. Thank you, Muriel. Like I said, they're in the shop. And actually, to be honest with you, these are like really good shirts. They're not like cheap ass t-shirts. They're really nice t-shirts. And I picked the less expensive option, right? Trying to save some money. And they're really nice shirts. So let's see here. Veronica says, emotionally concussed is the story of her life. Same. Medina likes the cool shirt. She's part of the Laid Off Mafia. I do also have these just that say Laid Off Mafia, and then it's got like the little fedora on it. It doesn't have Posey in case you don't necessarily want to walk around with a really cute pug. But these are just fun. I design them all. I do the design in Photoshop with the help of AI. And I do it and I upload them and print. I do through CrowdMade and I print them through CrowdMade. But I'm doing all the design. So if you ever hate a design, just let me know and I can change it. Let's see. I'm going to get behind on comments real quick. I see it happening. JJ says, this is my first check-in. Thanks for everything you do. Well, JJ, thank you for being here and you're welcome for everything. This is my passion. This is my love. I absolutely love doing these live streams. I love doing the videos. I love talking to everybody, even though I'm just the one that's doing all the talking. It's actually my pleasure. It is my pleasure. It is my joy. So thank you for being here, JJ. Rich says we have 2 Frenchies. Oh, Rich. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Let's see if I can. Let's see. Can you see the tattoo right here? This one right there. This is Rock. That is Rock, our Frenchie. Rock passed away 2 years ago. We still think about Rock every single day. So we had a Frenchie and then Posey the pug. They were 2 days apart. We adopted them the same day. It was a complete accident. We do have a Posey origin story video somewhere in there. But we love the Frenchies. We love the Frenchies very much. Rock got cancer and we did the full chemo treatment and did everything. And he passed away 2 weeks after his last treatment. So we miss him very much. But because you have Frenchies, we are already friends. We are already there. Let's see. Angry's Adventure says, I'm back. You're back. We're all back. We're all here. It's a party. Lisa Smith, hello. Nice to see you, Lisa. I've been loving your comments lately. Thank you so much. Lauren Alexandra, hello, everyone, and greetings from Western Colorado. Girl, I'm in Westminster. Did you know that? Did you know that I'm in Colorado? Where are you at in Western Colorado? If you want to say, I mean, you can give me just like general vicinity. Ray says, I tell my bulldog, you have big belly wrinkles and stubby legs, and it all works. You tell him, you're just beautiful with your little chunky belly, you little chunky boy. Oh, Angry's Adventures. Greetings from Denver. Hi. Okay, if people are here from Colorado, if you see me in public, please make a fuss. Okay, like ask for my autograph and stuff, and just be like, "Oh my God, it's Sheila!" Right? Just because it'd be fun for me. At least say hi. At least say hi. Let's see. Kelly says, well, she's gangsta on the t-shirt. She is gangsta on the t-shirt. Close enough. I should pull up. I do. Let me pull this up really quickly. Oh, what is it? I do like ads and stuff like that for the plumbing company, right? If you're new here, my husband and I are starting a plumbing company because I can't get a job. And so he's a plumber. So we are starting a plumbing company. I'm trying to do like 3 things at one time, and it's not working because I'm trying to pull this up so I can show you. But I use Posey in the ads that we do for plumbing. So I'm going to share this real quick because I'm really proud of this last one that I did. Can you see? Let me see if I can. There, I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see a little bit better. So this is all AI generated, right? This isn't really Posey. I just upload a picture of Posey into AI, and this isn't Doug. But we just pretend that it is. So this is Posey with her mood is scalded, right? And it's just basically something about mixing valves. But she's a part of our advertising. So there was the one that we did last week. And this is the one that we did this week. No, that was 2 weeks ago. So yeah, she's just kind of our little mascot here for the plumbing company. So that's just a little, probably too much information, but I thought I'd share because I really like this week's where she was wearing the little towel. But AI is amazing, y'all. I just say, here's a picture of my dog. I want a shower in the background, and I want a man wearing a royal blue shirt and black pants coming out of a toilet room. Done. That's what it generates. It's crazy. I mean, you have to go back and forth a little bit, but okay, I fell behind. I knew it was going to happen. We all knew it was going to happen. Let's see. Angry's Adventure likes Laid Off Mafia. Thank you. Animation, dear, I love your energy. Such a bright, shining light on YouTube. That's very kind of you. It's very kind of you. It's just caffeine and lack of sleep, to be perfectly honest. Let's see. Sincerely me. I just love you. You're so relatable, and I look forward to your videos. Well, I love you too. And I mean that. I love you guys. I love this community we're building. I love this safe space for everyone. I love that everyone feels that they can talk and share and comment with each other and support each other. It's actually quite lovely to see. I do read all the comments. I'm a little bit behind right now. I full on know this, but I do read and respond to the comments. And I love to see when someone posts something and then other people kind of chime in. Oh, me too. It's just is great to see. Building a community is paramount with me right now. I love it. Let's see here. Angry's Adventure says, hey, neighbor. Hi, I'm in Westminster. I know you said you're in Denver. Oh, Lauren's in Grand Junction since 2010. This is crazy. There's people from Colorado here. Like I said, if you see me, make a fuss. Let's see here. Brownie's note says, hi, everyone. Hi, Brownie. The Tatty Wolf says, hello, haven't been subbed to you very long, but I really appreciate how lovely and bubbly you are. It reminds me of my grandma, who I love a lot. Uh-huh. Grandma, huh? Not that age, y'all. Remind you of your grandma. Oh, man. It's like Doug and I went once. This was a while ago, but we went, and I'll never forget. This is the first time this happened. I bought some shoes, and it was actually for our wedding. And I wanted something that had a little bit of a heel, but I wanted it to be comfortable because I knew I'd be standing. And so I bought these shoes, and I was talking to the girl about them. She goes, yeah, my mom loves these kinds of shoes. It's just like, yep, okay. I am now at that age where I'm everybody's mother, grandmother, auntie. I get it. Let's see. It's only Cleo. Hi, I've never known you existed and you came up on my timeline and I can't stay and watch, but I wanted to interact with your feed, appease the algorithm gods and wish you the best. Well, it's only Cleo. I'm so glad that you found me. I do exist. I hope you subscribe and I hope you come back and watch the videos. They're really fun. We have a really great community here. Let's see here. Doug says, if you see Sheila in public, go buy a lottery ticket. Okay, Doug, that's kind of fucked up. Okay, so Doug's my husband. For those of you that are just joining or you're new here, Doug's my husband. So he's giving me a hard time because I don't ever leave the house. And I was actually thinking of doing a video on why I don't leave the house. I just don't have a need to ever leave the house. I don't go anywhere. I don't have friends. I don't go like ladies who lunch. I don't do stuff like that. So yeah, if you ever see me in public, I suppose you should go buy a lottery ticket because it ain't gonna happen. That's messed up, Doug. You call me out like that. Let's see. MT says, hi from Norway. I'll make a fuss if I see you in Oslo. Oh, you should make a fuss. That's so cute. Especially because I'll never be there. Veronica Anaya says, even though I'm not from Colorado, I'd so approach you for your autograph. God, that would be so funny. I'd probably start crying and hug you and oh my God. Oh, let's see. Doug is the husband. Yes, angry, got it. Sincerely me, those are awesome. You're really good at that. Are you talking about my shirts? I'm behind. So things now, it's like I'm reading comments that happened like 5 minutes ago. The ads. Thank you. Yes, the ads. They're super fun. I just love doing it. It's like I used to be a web designer, graphic designer person, so I can actually use those skills now doing the plumbing company stuff. Medina says if she was here, she would totally ask for an autograph. Veronica could commiserate. She's got crispy lawns. Oh, let's see. Just be aware of how much power it costs to use AI. I don't know what that means, Taddy. I don't know what that means. Those Posey pecs are hysterical. The plumbing company idea is great. I hope it takes off fast. Me too. We're actually pretty busy, but it's not quite enough for him to quit his day job, which is plumbing. So we do nights and weekends. We are he's fully booked tomorrow, which is the 4th of July. I know, but plumbing doesn't stop for the holidays, people. So we're getting there. Right now, we're just kind of planting the seeds, right? We're just trying to get the word out and start building up a customer base. Let's see here. Happy 4th of July, American neighbors. I had a one-on-one today with someone in the UK, and she said that they do 4th of July stuff there too. I think that was my understanding. Kelly says it's good to be compared to a grandma. People love grandmas. Okay, Kelly. We'll see how you feel when that day comes for you, Missy. Taddy says, I'm not calling you old. I just care about my grandma. It's okay. It's okay. I know the white hair throws people, but I can't dye it. I did go get it cut today, and we're trying to do new things with it, and it's just not working. Freaking menopause. She was showing me, she's like, well, what does your hair look like before this happened? And I showed her and she was like, oh. I'm like, yeah, I know. It was cool. Let's see. Kathleen says, greetings from Trinidad and Tobago. Appreciate your videos. Love your sense of humor. Thank you so much, Kathleen. Alana Harris says, I'm in Indiana. When are you having a get together in Colorado? Well, funny you should ask. When I hit 100,000 subscribers, there is someone in here, and I don't know if he's here right now. His name is King Epic, King EPK. He is just hell-bent on having a party when that happens. So we will probably have some kind of virtual party when that happens. That's the only plan I have so far for any kind of meetup. We'll see. We'll see how that comes to fruition. It might be 10 years from now. Oh, let's see. 77 Tatums. You have made me laugh so hard. I'm so glad. I love that. That is my favorite thing to do, is to make people laugh so hard they pee a little bit. That's my goal in life, to make you laugh so hard you pee a little bit. Let's see. Medina says, happy birthday. And tomorrow's her mom's birthday that passed away over 20 years ago, but I miss her every day. I'm sorry, Medina. Kelly says, I once got a senior discount in a restaurant, even though they didn't ask for one. I was 52 years old. That's the only good part about being a senior is the discounts, right? You get the discounts. And also I do use it to my advantage. I will sit there and act like I'm too old and too dumb to understand things just when I don't want to do something, you know. It's like, yeah, I don't understand it. Can you just do that for me? That would be great. Thanks. Yeah, I will milk it. I will milk it. Angela says that she's a homebody too. I just am. I don't have a reason to go out and do stuff. I love, like Doug and I'll go to lunch sometimes. I love that. But now that we're working so much, it's just been really hard to get out and do that stuff. And yeah, I don't have a reason to leave the house. And maybe that's dangerous. I don't know. I don't feel so bad not doing it. I don't know. Ray says, I'm becoming a recluse because I can't stand dealing with the public. I get that. It gets too people-y out there, and I don't want to be around all these people, especially when they're rude and mean. Peggy Lou Who says, for a second, I thought you were going to say you were going to make a video of you leaving the house. Okay. I know that there's members in here, so I will go ahead and do a members only video for my members of me leaving the house tomorrow. I will walk outside with my phone and then I'll come back inside. What a great video idea. Angry's Adventure says, oh, talking to Ray. YB says, hello. Medina says she's like that as well. Lisa's talking to Medina. Marca, I need to make this bigger so I can actually see. There we go. Marca says, hola, I made it to a live one. I'm so glad that you made it. Hola. Taddy Wolf says, using a search engine that is AI, doesn't matter if it's a chatbot or a search engine, it costs a lot more power to use than a regular search engine. Like, don't use it as a search engine. And I don't know what you mean by power. I don't see how it would take up more power. I might have to investigate that a little bit. Let's see here. Medina says, people never believe me when I tell them I'm over 50. I'll be 59 in December. That's awesome. That's a good problem to have. YB says, I got a Saturday job, which I'm looking forward to. Hopefully things will get easier soon. That's awesome. So you're just working just on Saturdays, YB? That's the goal, just Saturdays? Tell us about it. What's going on? I think that sounds awesome. The Teddy Wolf says, really dumb question. Is menopause the thing that causes women's hair to go white most of the time? No, it's not the color. My hair's been going white for some time. I've always been blonde, so I just kept coloring it blonde. Menopause is the thing that made the hair go away. It made the hair fall out and get all baldy on top. So I just chose to cut it all off. Because it looked really weird to have like this long hair here and then like this bald head up top. Oh, this little button just showed up where it says see member. Oh, someone just joined. Here's the thing. Oh, that's awesome. Yay. Someone just joined. That's cool. Thank you. CR just joined. Here's the thing. I have 2 membership levels. One is here's the thing, which is where I do the videos and we do the weekly live streams, which I'm going to change. We normally been doing them at noon, but I'm going to change to accommodate people that are working and people that are in other countries. And then the other one is it's called Here's the Tip. I thought I was clever. Basically, it's just like a tip jar. It's just a little tip jar. I think it's like $1 a month or something like that. And there's not really a whole heck of a lot of benefits that come with that one. So let's see. Alicia Robb, I am the resident adult in my work group. Aside from one person, they are all young enough to be my children. I've been corrupting them for 1.5 years. 3 weeks since we got told to laugh quieter. I love that. All right, everybody. Alicia Robb, bad influence right there. Everybody hang out with that girl. That's the one that we need to be with. Learn your lessons from her. I love that. I love that. I always, when I was in the office, I always seemed to hang out with younger people too. It was always the younger people that gravitated towards the older souls because I am pretty irreverent and pretty spicy. So that is what happened. I remember getting told to keep it quiet, but never at work. Never at work. That's awesome. Let's see here. We've got... Everybody's talking. Juliana, hello. Nigel, hello. Elizabeth, hi. Seven says hi. Let's see. You guys are talking into each other. Tatty Wolf says, look into it. It's worth it to be in the know. Now, Tatty, when I look into this energy thing for AI, is it going to be a conspiracy theory? Does AI use more energy? Ooh, he's right, y'all. AI, particularly generative AI, can consume a significant amount of energy, but I don't understand where. Like electricity energy or what? I will look into it, although I can't promise it will change my habits. Okay, but Taddy, I will educate myself. Thank you for that. Let's see. Marianne Carlton. Hi, I can't thank you enough for bringing funny realness to the fire. Well, you're welcome. You're welcome. You don't have to thank me. You don't have to thank me at all. I love doing it. Let's see here. The computational power behind AI is so much more usage than simple servers. Okay. I didn't know. I'm probably not going to change my behavior, but I will appreciate the power it takes to generate images in AI. Let's see. Marianne Carlton, wit, funny, and reality to the core. I thank you. You are very welcome, Marianne. Veronica says menopause makes us want to deal with people less and less. That's a true story. That is a true story. Because I think it's because we just kind of see the bullshit, right? And you're just like, yeah, I just don't even care anymore. Either you like me or you don't, and I just really don't care. Let's see. Taddy is chatting with someone else. YB says, yes, I will start working at a baby bank. What's a baby bank? It's either a really small banking institution or it's a bank that has babies. Can you go check them out? I'd like to make a withdrawal. Yeah, I'd like a toddler with attachment issues. What's a baby bank? Oh, that's awesome. Oh, someone gave me some money. Oh, Rich did. Thank you so much, Rich. $10 for keeping it real. Thank you so much. That's awesome. I'm going to give that a little heart. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, you guys are all on this now AI thing. The data centers that run AI are huge and burn a lot of energy. They're inefficient to run. You guys are making me feel horrible. You guys are talking amongst yourselves. We're past the baby bank. Lisa says, God bless all. Trying to read all this is making me nervous, so I'll just listen to Sheila. Don't get nervous. That's my job. I'm the one that gets nervous if I start missing, people's comments. So blame me. Let's see here. Juliana, no, she's right. You guys are you talking still about the AI using up more energy? It uses more computing power. Okay, got it. And whoever this Asian character says, feel that your laughter is kind off. I don't know what that means. You feel like my laughter's kind of off or my laughter's off? You don't like my laugh? Okay, you don't have to. Magic Mona says, hello, checking in. Hello, Magic Mona. Thank you so much for checking in. And okay, you guys are still talking about AI and electricity. I swear I will research it. I swear. It's difficult to say that I will change my behavior. So I'm not even going to lie and say that I will. But yeah, I can see that there's a ton of research. I pulled it up. There's a ton of research on it. So I will absolutely research it. I will be ignorant no more. I almost just had water come out my nose because I saw Lisa's comment. Sheila, you're on the big living room screen. You're gorgeous. Now I'm worried about if I got boogies in my nose or something. I'm not gorgeous. Let's see. Medina says it's funny because I usually am the quiet one. Apparently, quiet ones are always mysterious. Let's see here. Oh, every time I scroll, it just jumps. Okay, we're talking about computing power, electricity. AI uses tons of water to cool the systems. Oh my gosh, you guys. Muriel says, I think you're beautiful, Sheila. Thank you, Muriel. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. I don't often feel beautiful, but I'm giving it my best shot. I want to write a song with you. Would you ever consider teaming up with me? You have great things to say, and I love to rhyme. Would I get to sing? Casey Gresh, maybe. I don't know what writing a song with me would do, but if I can sing and curse, I might consider it. Hey, Lucky Lent or Lucy Lent. I never did figure it out, but hi, nice to see you again. I'm so glad that you're here. Taddy Wolf, sorry, I started the drama about AI. It's okay. It's obviously a hot button topic, right? It's kind of this thing that, especially lately, I've been hearing a lot of people that are just like, AI is the devil. AI is going to ruin the world. It's all horrible. No one's ever going to be creative again. And I get it. But it's just change, and change is hard. We don't know whether or not it will be good because we're not psychic and we can't tell what the future may bring. So I'm just trying to keep my skills relevant, and I'm trying to keep up with all of the things that I'm trying to do without having to hire others to do it. And AI allows me that ability to do that. I will definitely use it a lot more cautiously, because when you said search engine, then I started thinking, I guess sometimes I do use it as a search engine, but AI is built into Google now. So even when I use Google, it still is using AI. So I'll have to investigate, and maybe we can talk about it next week or next month when we get together again. Shauna Perkins says, hi, Sheila. Great news. My temp job took me on full time. I'm underemployed, but I will take it. Far less stress. Happy 4th. That is great news. Yay, Shauna. I'm so glad. The temp job took you on full time. So that means that you probably have benefits now. It's a little bit more stable, and they like you because they brought you on. So that's amazing. Alicia says, for context, I went back to retail from optical. Although customer facing, we mostly mark down merchandise. It pays less, but I'm not insulted 8 times a day for coverage I can't change. Nice. Bonus. Let's see here. Sloan said something. I missed it, I guess. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Sorry, you guys. I want to make sure everybody's heard. Marcus said, Taddy, you didn't start anything that wasn't already a thing. You did not. Peggy says, appreciate you being real. Okay, now we're finding out what the baby bank is finally, because it's been in the back of my mind. I'm like, what is a baby bank? So a baby bank is a place where we gift essential items to children under 5, like clothes, cots, towels, wipes, diapers, toys, and books. It's to help struggling parents. That is awesome. I don't know why they call it a baby bank, though, because I just had some things in my head that were really not appropriate. Like, when you go to the bank and the little thing, the little suction tube takes it up, do babies come through that? I was having visions of that in my head. Yeah, I'm kind of warped, but that's why you love me. Liliha says AI will be there regardless of individuals using it or not. Very true. Joni says at least plumbers should be protected against AI, I think. I actually read an article today. It was about how people that do blue collar jobs or people that do white collar jobs but are lower level can consider themselves quote unquote safe from AI. But AI is anticipated to basically make people like, directors, managers, that kind of thing, pretty non-existent. Like, those are the people that need to worry. Those are the people that cost companies the most money, and actually they don't do work, right? They just manage people. So that was the gist of the article about that. Whether or not it comes true, I don't know, because I am not psychic. Angry says, I think as commoners, we should be aware and pay attention to the technology because it can always be used deceptively. That's actually true. So another thing that I've done recently, sorry, every time I start doing these live streams, my nose starts really itching. And I know you guys probably think that I'm a cokehead, but I am not. But I actually joined Reddit, which I haven't done. I've kind of put off joining Reddit because it can be a cesspool, but I joined the Reddit ChatGPT, and then I also started a Reddit thing, but I haven't done anything with laugh lines on there. But one of the things that came through is that people have been utilizing AI, ChatGPT, as like a therapist. And what happens with ChatGPT is it kind of mirrors you and mirrors things back to you. And so, and it gaslights you, right? It agrees with you. So anything that you're saying to it, it kind of agrees right back, like, oh, you're in the right. Like I could say, I just really feel like going out and killing a bunch of people. I can see why you would feel that, and you might want to go do that, right? It's just, it just kind of is like toxic. And there was a whole long thread about this guy who kind of went down this rabbit hole with that. And it was kind of scary. So that kind of woke me up to that a little bit, because sometimes I do use it as a, I'll say, hey, ChatGPT, give me a pep talk. I'm not going to do that anymore. Let's see. Kelly says, if someone tells you you're beautiful, it's true. Thank you so much. I'm sure Doug would agree with you. Thank you so much, Kelly. Oh, you guys are so sweet. You guys are so sweet. Oh, Mark says no boogies. I keep rubbing my nose. I'm like, are you sure, Marka? No boogies? Let's see. So hopefully plumbers will be protected. I'm sorry, Joni. I hope I addressed your comment. I just got off on a big old tangent. But yeah, if Doug wasn't working, then we would be very, very screwed. Like if I didn't have that. So plus blue collar guys are sexy. Liliha, hi from Poland, by the way. Hello. Let's see. Lucky Lent says, I don't know about y'all, but it's Scotch o'clock for me. There you go. I didn't even make a coffee tonight. Normally I drink a coffee during these, but I feel like maybe 6 today was enough. I may have a coffee problem. It's decaf, though. It's decaf. Lisa says she'll report any boogies. Good. Let's see. Medina says that she finds AI. Where did it go? Whenever I scroll on the side, the thing jumps, and so then I have to go back and look where I was. Medina, there we go. Never tried AI. It's very intimidating. Guess I'll have to research it before diving in. I didn't start utilizing it until I got a YouTube channel and until I started doing the scripts and stuff, because I will write a script and then I will put it through AI and say, okay, does the flow make sense? Am I missing anything? I used it really heavily, like when I did the scripts for when I went like 100 years back, saying every generation when you turn 50 you get kicked out. I did use it for that, for research purposes, because there's different levels of AI. So I do use it for help with that. I don't use it to write my scripts. I use it to, again, check for flow, for repetitive ideas, because sometimes when you look at something, think back to when like you were writing papers in high school. Sometimes when you look at something for so long, it takes me a week or two to write scripts, and you stare at it, and you work at it, you stop really understanding what it is about. So that's where AI has helped me. I'm like, does this make sense? Are people going to actually like this? Does it resonate? Right. So that's the kind of stuff that I use AI for. Let's see here. Angry's Adventure. Hey, Sheila, if you read this, I'm getting there. What did you do for your long-term tech job? All right. Well, I started tech back when the internet had just started, right? So back then I actually was a web designer, web developer, which was really weird because you're basically building web pages and websites for an internet that was still very much like news groups and stuff like that. It wasn't a GUI based system. So I started in that field, and then I moved into like graphic design. I moved into usability, which became pretty big back then. Then I moved into being a business analyst, and I did that for a really long time. I really loved being a business analyst. It was like I found that job and just something clicked, right? And I was like, oh, I'm going to be this forever. And then product ownership started becoming more of a career. And that I moved into product ownership. I did that for probably like 10 years. And then I moved into being a product manager, and I ended up ending my career as a product manager, not on purpose, but that's just where I was. And if you know what those things are, cool. And if you don't, basically I told people what to build, software mostly. So I would find out what customers want. I would find out what sales wanted. I would find out what we needed to build. And then I would write requirements and tell the developers how to build it. God, I'm just going off on this long-winded blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Lisa said Scotch o'clock. My last name is a type of whiskey. Teddy Wolf says it used to be cool when it was limited in video games and properly used. Oh, we're still talking about AI. Okay, I'm skipping. I'd rather be a dragon. I would too. Your posts are always so poignant. Much appreciated. Well, you're welcome. Thank you so much for the compliment. I appreciate it. Casey says, yes, you can totally sing on our song. Did you love to sing? Notice I didn't ask if you're good. And Doug Hush, I asked if you love to. actually, I was a singer for a really long time. Just choir, though, church choir, concert choir and stuff like that. I used to be a good singer. I don't know if I still am. I do enjoy singing, but I'm pretty sure that all the years of smoking, I quit smoking like 10 years ago, but I'm pretty sure that's what probably has screwed up my voice. Plus, I don't sing so much anymore, except to myself in the mirror to get hopped up. Let's see here. Veronica, I'm going to reinforce that you're beautiful, both inside and out, because you make others feel less stressed, because we're not alone going through what we do, menopause and joblessness. You're not alone. And that's been the best thing about this channel to me, is that we've been able to really show that things that we thought we were the only ones going through, and maybe we were too afraid to talk about it, we're not the only ones going through it. Like, so many times I see someone say something, I'm like, oh my God, I thought that was just me. And no, it's not just you. It's not. It is something that everybody goes through, because this is our first time going through life. Everybody's first time going through life. And we all have common experiences. I mean, menopause, even though it's different for every woman, it still sucks for every woman. Not every woman loses their hair and gains 50 pounds like I did, right? But it does suck. It does suck. Let's see. YB says, I find it hilarious because everyone who's ever heard me say baby bank has thought it was a place that sold babies. Yeah. I just let them keep guessing before I tell them it's a lovely charity. That's so funny. Let them guess. Shauna has confirmed she has benefits. I see that. CR says, I think an AI CEO would be awesome. At least if it was an AI CEO, you could say, these are, like the issues that we're having. Let's just say it's software, because that's what I'm familiar with. These are the issues that we're having with software. These are the things that our customers want. Take this list and prioritize them and how we should build them. It'd be data-based and not shareholder-based information, right? That's what would be cool about that. For me, don't get all mad at me. I know we're getting into some territory here, but that's just my thought on CR's comment. Rich says, this is just phase 1 for AI. Robotic and automation will be phase 2. So I don't think anyone is necessarily safe. Until robots can, drive cars and go out to houses and fix a water heater. And then I'm going to go ahead and say that plumbing is safe. Safe-ish. Maybe that's going to happen down the road, but not probably in my lifetime. I probably won't see a robot, even though there are some that are happening right now that are pretty cool. There's one robot that kind of looks like a horse. It's a mobility robot. That's kind of cool. It's in Japan, of course. So it's not here, but it's kind of cool. Let's see here. You guys are talking. AI is a big no. I've seen Terminator and iRobot. One of the things that sticks with me with that iRobot movie, if you guys haven't seen it, it's a Will Smith movie. It's older. It's probably 15 years old. But they have robots that are basically household helpers, right? That help people do dishes, cook, whatever. And, they serve purposes. But there was one thing, it was at the very, very end, where they were getting rid of the robots and they were putting them in like those shipping containers. And they made a comment how, if they're just robots without feeling, why is it that they huddle together? And I thought, wow, that's interesting. And that's what sticks with me in that whole movie, is that the robots huddle together, something completely fictional. Yeah, my brain is weird. Let's see. Lauren Alexandra says, I loved your pellets video. I've only been on them since 2021 after a hysterectomy at age 55. Life-changing. only one provider. Sorry, I just scrolled and it moved. I'm pretty sure that you're going to say only one provider in your area actually does them. Oh, here in Grand Junction, and it's not cheap, but worth it. Yeah. So what Lauren is talking about, pellets are little bioidentical hormone pellets, and basically they just do a little cut on your bum, and then they have a little machine that like pops this little pellet in there, and it's hormone replacement therapy, but it's bioidentical, so it mimics your actual hormones. It's not like a chemical thing, and they last for like 3 months, so you don't have to take a pill every day. And they are amazing. They are game changing, and I love them, but they're not covered by insurance because they work. So I get it, Lauren. I get it. I just got my pellet on Monday. I just got my new pellet. So I love them. Let's see. That's interesting about ChatGPT. I try to make it think about what I ask instead of using it for reassurance. Yeah, because I don't really have friends angry. I just kind of, I'm like, hey, so give me a little pep talk. Yeah, but some people like use it for therapy because for one, it's really difficult to get into a therapist right now. And for two, it's really expensive. Let's see. Sloan Ranger, Skynet from Terminator's right around the corner. I'll be back. Taddy says, I've nearly finished my coffee. 6. Yeah. So what happens is really it's 3, but I make them in these big things. So really it's like 2 coffees. I like iced coffee. So really it's 2 in 1. This is not coffee. And then so I drink 3 of these. So it's 3. Let's just go with that. Magic Mona. Let's see. Oh, never enough coffee. I'm sorry if I'm skipping you. I'm trying. Lisa says, are you still driving? I always worry about your safety. Oh, me driving Uber? No. I am no longer, I have not driven Uber for several months. It just got to a point where it was just not worth it at all. I was struggling to make, 100, 125 bucks a day. And then, 50 of that was going for gas. And then you have to pay taxes and the wear and tear on my car. It just wasn't worth it. And then I started getting really angry because they enacted the Pay Transparency Act here in Colorado, where once you take a ride, you can see what they paid for the ride and what you earned for the ride. And it was always half or less. I'd always earned half or less of what the person paid. And I'm thinking, damn, this doesn't make any sense. It's my car, my insurance, my wear and tear, my everything, my gas, my everything. And I'm getting half of what they're paying. So I quit doing it a while ago. And you don't have to worry about my safety ever because I'm kind of a badass. Joni asks if I have completely stopped interviewing. Yeah, but not by choice. Not by choice. I just don't get interviews anymore. Now, granted, for the last, I'd probably say 2 or 3 months, I have been putting most of my energy towards the plumbing company and towards YouTube for what I have. To be honest, I've been even a little bit longer than that. I've been in a depressive episode, so my energy is finite, as well as my will to do anything. So sending out resumes and the rejections just wasn't something that I felt that I could handle. So I might start picking it back up maybe midsummer. But for right now, I'm just kind of taking a break from rejection, I guess is the best way to put it. Angry says, I've taken programming classes and computer science courses. The only thing scary to me about AI is that it's so interconnected with the internet and servers and technologies around the world. Yes, I know that does scare some people. It's still just code, though. It is just code. I was actually going to take a class on coding for LLMs, but I decided not to. Rain says BuzzFeed is the original ChatGPT. Is BuzzFeed still around? I feel like it used to be on my feed all the time, and now I don't see it anymore. Taddy says, good to use your own creativity as much as you can. AI copies what it already knows. It's never going to give you anything unique. Taddy, did you see the things that I made? Those are totally unique. That came out of my brain. That's about as creative as I can get. So my creativity is writing, right? The way that I write is completely different than the way that I speak. So I love writing scripts. I've always wanted to write a book, but I've never felt that I had that in me. If I did write a book, it'd have to be like nonfiction. It'd have to be. I couldn't just write a book of like ideas, something with ideas. Um, let's see. Rich says, I think we have the similar background. I'm a recovering UX designer. Yeah, UX and UI are like the first things to go with AI. My friend was a senior director or something design officer, chief design officer or something like that. And they let go her and her whole department, which included the marketing department and design, UI, UX. They let go of everything because, AI can do it. Now, to me, I know we're still on this AI trip. I'm going to end it real soon here, but I believe that AI is incredibly helpful, but I do not think that it is smart in any stretch of the imagination. So if you want anything really done with AI, it still needs a lot of work, in my opinion. Let's see here. Angry is talking about the job route. Peggy Lou Who says, I'm a business process analyst. Woohoo, business analyst, BA. Well, business process analyst is a little bit different than a BA, but same but different. Lucky Lent says, I want to be reincarnated as an elephant. I really need to know why and how much scotch you've been drinking. It is Scotch o'clock. Is that your effort to change the topic? Yeah. Let's see. Cheryl took out our message. Message retracted. I want to know what it said. Doug says she can sing. That's funny. Let's see. Viliha says, I was a professional choir singer for 12 years, but recently had to quit that job. Professional artistic spaces are still pretty toxic. I actually saw this thing on Instagram or something, and I signed up for it. It's called I think it's called Choir Hub, but what you do is it's like if you go like to the comedy club for a night out, something like that, you go to this place for a night out and they teach you a song and they basically treat you like a massive choir and they divide you up into, your alto, soprano sections or whatever. And it's just like this big choir thing, and you eat dinner and drink and you sing. And I think that sounds so fun, but I think I'd probably have to go by myself. I don't think I could get Doug to go sing choir songs with me. Tracy Diane says, I had a difficult week and being here is helping. I'm glad this chat is live today. Sheila, your video, Why You're Not a Show and That's Okay, is a game changer for me. I needed that. And thank you. Tracy, thank you so much for sharing that information. Hearing that something that I did makes a difference really sets my heart aflutter. And you're in the right place. You're in the right place. This is a really fun group of people. And these live streams are always a lot of fun. It's just me talking really, really fast, trying to make it through the comments because I want everybody to be heard. And then I go off on tangents. That's kind of what we do here. But thank you so much for your compliment. Taddy says, my mom just started menopause a few years ago. You be nice to her. Be nice to her. Martha says, you're an absolute joy, Sheila. Glad to have found your channel. I just wanted to say in the live moment. Well, I'm so glad too. I'm so glad that you found my channel. I'm glad that all of you found my channel. This has been such an amazing journey this last year, building this amazing community, and it's just getting bigger, and I love it. Yep, doctors try to apply one size. So basically the theme for tonight is menopause and AI. Let's see. Oh, and coding. Let's see here. Do you watch Elder Gal? Her recent videos, What's Happening to Us is excellent. I think I follow her. Let's see here. Oh, wait, was that her right there? No. I'm looking up. Sorry, Elder Gal. I do not watch her videos. I follow her, but I will watch the one that you just mentioned. Let's see here if I can find it. I scrolled and it jumped. Sorry. I lost it. I don't know where it is. It's her latest video. So I'll just watch her latest video. I think that's what you said. All right. So I pulled it up. Let's see. Was your previous job description virtual engineering or graphics? My previous job description was I was a product manager, a product owner. I wrote requirements. I don't know what that means. Rain, I hope that answers your question. SSV Kitchen says, hi, friend. Hi, friend. Hi, friend. Hello. Let's see. Exactly. Oh, your response to the AI CEO question. Look how far behind I am. Plus no stock plans, right? No golden parachutes. My dilemma, this is from Medina. My dilemma with having been unemployed for the last few years is that my vision is damaged and I worry about what type of work I can do and how will it affect my job's performance. So Medina, what you're saying is you're worrying about something that hasn't happened yet. Huh? How about you find a job first and then see if that is actually something that is going to be affected by it. You don't know. You don't know until you try. Let's see. Angry Adventure, thank you so much for the interaction and chat. I'm going to get back to busy bee stuff. Talk to you later, friend. Thank you so much, Angry. Thank you so much for coming. You're probably already gone, but thank you so much for being here. Let's see. Wall-E was a cute robot movie well before its time. So, Rain, gonna disagree with you. I don't think, well, I think Wall-E was a cute movie, but as far as a Pixar movie, I'm kind of a Pixar nerd. As far as a Pixar movie, that is my least favorite one because they actually have real people in it. And that was so bothersome to me. Now, the whole thing about them riding around, fat people riding around in their little chairs and, living on the spaceship, that was interesting. And the plant thing, that was interesting. But I was so bothered by the actual real human being in it that is my least favorite movie. Least favorite Pixar movie. Marilyn says we went from the cinema to Blockbuster to Redbox. Oh my gosh, Redbox to streaming. I love my DVDs. Owning or renting a movie is not the same as the collective movie experience. I used to have just hundreds of DVDs and I got rid of them when Doug and I moved in together. And we do have some box sets like John Wick. We loved the John Wicks and then they started getting bad, but we had to buy them anyway because it's part of a set. So we've got those, right? So I do own the Pixar movies as well because I like just being able to just put it in the DVD player and play it and not have to get on, do a search, find it, right? Which streaming is it? Is it Amazon? Is it on Hulu? Where is it, right? Netflix? I don't know. So I do, some of my favorite movies are on DVD too. Let's see. Oh, there it is, Ray. Elder Gal, what's happening to us? Okay, let me load that up. There's not a video called that, sweetheart, Ray. It's Elder Gal's goals off script, challenges when you're over 70. Oh, there it is. What's happening to us. Okay. That was 11 days ago, hon. I am pulling it up and I will pause it and I will watch it later. Let's see here. I'm trying to get through some of these comments because I want everybody to be heard. I'd rather be a dragon says your post made so much sense to me that I honestly started thinking that Google had harvested all my data and created your channel as a tailor-made AI. That's how much you resonated. Can I just tell you how many times I have been accused of being an AI bot? And I don't know what it is that I do or say, but people will write comments and be like, are you real or are you an AI bot? And I'm like, yeah. If I were real, I would have more hair and I would make myself younger. I mean, if I was an AI bot, I would have more hair and make myself younger. If I was an AI bot, I don't think this is the form it would choose. Still funny to me, though. Let's see. I don't doubt that Sheila is a badass. I kind of am. I'm not getting as much badass as the older I get. That's kind of fading away, but I still like to pretend that I am anyway. Let's see. AI, the key to ride shares is airports. That's from Rain. So for me, living in Colorado, the key to rideshare was not airports. Our airport DIA is like 40 minutes in the middle of nowhere. There is nothing out where our airport is. So when you get a ride to the airport, that ride is lucrative. However, there are so many people waiting to get a ride out that you never get a ride out. Never. I have never. I did it for what, 8 months, 8 months, and I never was able to get a ride out of the airport. So I actually just stopped doing airport runs because I'd get out in the middle, 40 minutes in the middle of nowhere, and I dropped this person off, and then I had no ride. So I had to start driving back to civilization. So it was about a half hour before I even got like the little beep beep to pick up. So I did not like airport rides. And then our convention center is right in the middle of downtown, and most people take a train to it because it's right there on the train line. But that is, I know that a lot of people swear by airport runs with Uber. It just didn't work for me in Denver. Let's see here. Zoe Wildflower. I've been trying to ring a job. It feels impossible. Now I'm looking into phlebotomy, even though I know nothing about medical stuff. Well, everybody knows nothing about medical stuff until they do, right? You don't know anything about anything until you start. And I think that phlebotomy is awesome if that's something you can handle. I would not be a person that could handle that. So I say go for it. I say go for it and keep us informed. YB had a question and I scrolled and I lost it. There it is. What would your advice be to someone who struggles with low self-esteem and is too afraid of pursuing a legal career due to feeling not smart enough? Okay, so my first question would be, where's the evidence that you're not smart enough? If you actually can get into the legal career, whether you're an attorney or a paralegal or whatever it is, you're obviously smart enough to pass the bar. You're obviously smart enough to go to school for those things. So there's no evidence saying that you're not smart enough. You just have an issue with imposter syndrome, I think. And maybe once you start doing the thing that you're afraid of and you start realizing that you like the thing that you're afraid of, your self-esteem regarding that thing will start going up. And if you start doing the thing and you suck, then stop doing the thing. There's nothing that you can lose by trying. The fear that you have is I don't want to say it's not real. It's real, but it's not, right? Sometimes your brain is just a big old fat liar, and that's what it's doing to you right now, is it's lying. I think you should just give it a go, because once you start doing it and you start realizing, I do know this stuff. I can do this. You just have a fear of the unknown right now, my friend. You just have a fear of the unknown. Let's see. Kelly says, I love the choir hub concept. I need to find one around here, even though I can't carry a tune in a paper bag, but I love to sing. I don't think that good singing is a pre-qualification for the choir hub thing. And they like travel around, right? There's not just like, it's not just like a club and that's all they do, right? It's like this traveling thing. I don't know how else to describe it, but it's really cool. Luckyland says, I want to be reincarnated as an elephant because I think they're bright and educators naturally. And yes, I code using AI for 10 hours a day. And quite frankly, it's a pain in my butt. It kind of is. Some of the angriest I've ever gotten is when I've been using AI. But I think that being reincarnated as an elephant would be awesome as long as you're reincarnated as an elephant in a really good location and not like as an elephant that's in a circus or something. So I will wish for that for you, Luckyland. Melissa says hello from Canada. Hello, Melissa. Church of POS. Love your videos. It makes the workday much easier and puts a smile on my face. I love that Church of POS. Have you seen my Church of Nope t-shirts? Well, if you're the Church of POS, you're either a Church of Piece of Poo or Church of Positivity. I'm interested to know which one. Oh, Luckyland says you're also on the 75-inch. That freaks me out. That freaks me out. Now I get all nervous, right? I love it. In my head, I just think of people like just looking at me on their phone, and that to me is fine, right? But when you're looking at me on your big old TV, that's scary. Ooh, my cheekies got a little red. Oh, I didn't even notice my lighting is kind of off. I hope it's okay because I don't feel like messing with it. That is the thing that is the worst with me is lighting. I can never get my lighting right. I am horrible at the whole lighting thing. Let's see. The fame of being on TV. Yes, the fame. Ooh, that was Posey. She scared me. I thought Doug was home, but I don't think Doug is home. She just started barking and she never barks. Maybe it's a ghost. I don't know. Let's see here. Alicia says, Choir Hub sounds like every Celtic bar I've been to during the prime of bagpiping competitions. What? Do you do that? Do you bagpipe? That is so cool. YB says, can you show us some of your art? I need a drink. So the stuff behind me on the walls, the blue stuff, that's encaustic art. That's some of my stuff. I don't think I've got any glass. I'll bring some next time. I actually owned a studio for a while. It was called Glassateria. And I actually taught people how to do fused glass. And then I did that for about 5 years, and it did not keep me in the lifestyle to which I had grown accustomed. So I sold it. And then I picked up encaustic art, which was really super fun. That is actually just making art with wax. And then I started doing jelly plate art. So basically that's painting on paper. Now I haven't made art it's been a year. I haven't gone down basically since I've been laid off. It still is a mess from the last time I did art. So that has been kind of a blocker for me. I just haven't felt like making it. And because when I do have free time, when I do feel like I have some time to do stuff, that's not what I end up doing. I work a lot, you guys. I do. I work a lot. Let's see. I'd rather be a dragon. You literally sound like myself from the future. It's so spooky. My brain considers you family because you literally sound exactly like me. That's funny. Joni says her favorite is Up. That is her favorite Pixar movie. I do love that one. Up and I think Bug's Life are probably my favorites. And Monsters Inc. and Monsters University. Yeah. And Toy Story. All the old Pixar ones, all the old ones, right? Cars is awesome. Lisa Smith says, laundromat with no human attendant didn't work out in the Bangor, Maine. People want real people, hotel desks, convenience stores, whatever. Yep. But we want real people, but eventually we may not have a choice. Ballerina, the John Wick spinoff was good. I didn't even know that was a thing. Now I'm going to have to Google that. John Wick. Nope. Never heard of it. Okay. That's 2025. So that's recent. June. Oh, that's new. Yeah, I'm out of the loop, my friend. I'm out of the loop. Medina says, I still have most of my DVDs. I just need to get another DVD player. Yep. Let's see. Ray says, I think what Elder Gal says in the video will resonate. Okay, I will watch it. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm going to have to start skipping because I want to make sure. Thank you, Melissa, for my laugh compliment. I love it. Thank you. Kelly says, fireworks in her neighborhood are making her nervous. I've never been thrilled with amateurs blowing things up above my roof. Yeah, I've never been thrilled with it either. I have a lot of, I don't want to call it PTSD, but I jump a lot with loud noises, any loud noise. I apologize to Doug millions of times when we watch movies because any loud noise or music change makes me jump. And so with fireworks, thunder, all of that stuff, I just jump, and it makes everybody else around me jump. I hate that. But that's why I don't like the 4th of July. That, and of course, fire risk, although we've been kind of moist here in Colorado. So I don't think that's going to be much of an issue. Oh, Josephine, I'm so sorry if I missed you. I don't know how long ago this comment was, but goodbye, go to bed, enjoy Scotland, sleep. Let's see. You guys told her good sleep. Thank you. You picked up my slack a little bit. Let's see. Oh, you guys are having side conversations that I don't know what they're about. Sorry. La, la, la. YB says, thank you. You're welcome. Wait, who was being sarcastic? What did I miss? There was sarcasm and I missed it? Did I say something stupid? It could very well be. Somebody said something. If I missed something and I said something dumb, I'm sorry. If I missed your sarcasm, I'm just trying to go through these comments real fast. I want everybody to be heard. Hold on. Posey, come here. Melissa says hi. Sorry, Melissa. She doesn't care. Invincible Summer. Hello. Hugs to everyone. You look great. Yay, Invincible Summer. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pimp out the shirts again. Laid Off Mafia. And I've got a whole bunch of shirts in the store that are just basically catchphrases that I've said in videos that you guys have liked. So there, I've said it. Let's see. I don't know what people are talking about, so I'm just gonna. Oh, Linda's Romper Room. Hello, everyone. Choir Hub is adorable from Rain. Looking into the custom-made welcome mats. It's very therapeutic. You guys are talking about sarcasm, and I love sarcasm. I must have missed something. My bad. My bad. Regina, hello from Northern Michigan. Thank you so much for loving my channel and for being real. Thank you so much. I appreciate the compliment. Comedy Lizzie. I love this woman. I love you too, Lizzie. That's fun to say. Lizzie. I'm new to your channel, and this is from Lizzie, and so appreciate your highly intelligent way of seeing reality. Thank you. I don't know if it's highly intelligent, but thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, that just like kind of made me blush a little bit. Thank you. Media Mafia. Yeah, I know. I know. Just let me go, Marka. Just let me go. Kelly says I have to go. It's very important that I go to the local ice cream shop and get myself a cup. Thank you. That's awesome. Have a good night all. Happy 4th of July for those that celebrate. Kelly, thank you so much. Hopefully I'll see you next week in the members only live stream. I'm going to change it from afternoon to evening. So Lisa says, does Posey need to diet or do I need to mind my own business? I'm going to go with the needing to mind your own business for the first tick. But no, she doesn't need to diet. She is slightly overweight. She's really small. If she could lose like 1 or 2 pounds, she's cool. But the way I look at it is that she's 8 years old and she's healthy as a horse, except for the freaking allergies. And when we lost Rock is probably when Posey gained a little bit of weight, because it got to the point where we were like, if she wants a bone, let her have a freaking bone. Life is too short for dogs too. Posey, they're calling you chunky. They're calling you chunky. Well, Lisa is. Lisa's calling you chunky. I know. I'll tell her. I won't tell you what she said, Lisa. Kent S says, I'm a 37-year-old guy who watches your videos. Thank you for the videos. Millennial and Gen X can certainly relate to our hatred of corporate America. Yeah, except millennials and those younger, they're basically smarter. They basically caught on that all of it's a scam. And I keep hearing, oh, they don't want to work. They don't want to work. And it's not that they don't want to work. It's that they don't want to work the way that we did. We gave up our souls, our hearts, our lives, everything to be good at our jobs. And the younger generation is like, nah, fam, that's not what I want. So, the older generation keeps saying, oh, I just don't want to work. And the younger is like, no, I want to work. I just don't want to work for 10 hours a day and give away my life and have to do happy hours and all this other crap, right? They're just kind of onto the scam, I think. My opinion, probably not popular. And that's probably going to spark a whole other conversation like AI did. Let's see. Oh, let's see here. Oh, Lizzie says that I'm highly intelligent. Thank you so much, my friend. You are definitely now one of my besties. You guys are saying goodbye. Howard's hair. I think it would be better if the dog was smoking a doobie. Well, then that's your opinion. I may live in Colorado, but I do not smoke marijuana. I don't like it, and I don't like the smell of it, and I'm definitely not going to promote it on a t-shirt. Alicia Robb, no, I think people think you're AI because no one recognizes your sarcasm. I had to type quickly. One of the cats was trying to sit on the keyboard. She's like, pay attention to me, Mom. Come on. God, that's so funny. I got a chunky cat called Little Mama. That was from Lizzie. I love that. Come here, Little Mama. It's hard not to spoil our fur babies. It definitely is hard not to, especially, like I said, when we lost Rock, she'd never been alone a day in her life. They were born 2 days apart. We adopted him at the same time. And when he passed away, the first time we left the house, she just howled, threw her little pug head back and just howled. And so, yeah, she probably is a little bit spoiled, but as long as she's healthy, that's all I really care about. Let's see. Medical is also a scam. That's a topic for a whole other day. Linda's Romper Room says, my dog is 8.5 pounds, and the vet said to try to get him down to 7. He's a Chihuahua. See, and they say it like it's no big deal. Oh, just get him down to 7. Okay, losing 1.5 pounds on a dog that's 8.5 pounds, that's pretty significant. Joni Heisenberg says, do you watch Champagne Cruise? Yes. I watched him on Instagram. He's the guy that like dresses up as the different generations, right? And like for the boomer's got a belly, and he does like these stereotypical impersonations. Yes, yes. I love him. I love him. Oh my gosh, I forgot all about him. I'm not on Instagram much anymore because I'm all on Facebook. I'm so glad you said that. Now I'm subscribing to him on YouTube. Wait, I didn't mean Facebook. See, I can't do two things at once. I'm not on Instagram as much anymore because I'm always on YouTube. And I actually changed my Instagram feed to just be all puppies. So that way when I'm doom scrolling, it's not really doom. It's just puppies. Let's see. Jocelyn Santana. I just found your channel today. I watched the Going No Contact from Mom. Appreciate your honesty. I'm 59, mother issues too. Thank you, Jocelyn. I know that that's kind of a heady video. When I first started doing this YouTube channel, I truly thought that most of the videos that I would be making were things about my life and the things that I had gone through. But I quickly realized that it's a lot harder to talk about those things to 50,000 people or however many thousand people, right? Than it is to talk about the things that I talk about. So once in a while, I will sprinkle in some things about my life. And the mom video was one of them because there was this whole movement of like no contact that I see going on. And I didn't know about that when it wasn't a thing 20, 30 years ago when I stopped talking to my mom. But a lot of people have found that video because of the no contact movement. Let's see here. Lizzie says, you must always spoil fur babies. Linda says, I chew gummies. Do you mean like the CBD gummies? I got CBD gummies because my anxiety was like, I have bad anxiety. And the CBD gummies were so bad, I actually ended up in the hospital. It was not a good thing. Ali says, hi, Sheila, depressed and pregnant here, checking in. Oh, Ali's pronounced Allie. Sorry, Allie. I don't think I mentioned it last time. I think you did, Allie. Did you? I think you did. Because I ask you if you were depressed because of the pregnancy, because of your hormones? I think that we had talked about it. I hope that you're doing okay and you're getting the care that you need and you're taking care of yourself. You can let us know when you're due. Melissa says her dog is sleeping with her. Doug says the only thing out here by the airport is a gas station and Blucifer. So if you don't know what Blucifer is, because you're not a Coloradoan, why would you? I will tell you. I'm going to look it up. So I am finding pictures here. Dun, 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 dun. When you come into Colorado, or the Colorado airport, you are greeted by this lovely thing. Okay. It is a massive statue of a Bronco. And as you can see here, the eyes light up at night. They are red at night. So the story with Blucifer, though, is that it was commissioned. See, and you can see in this picture, it shows you how big he is. It fell over on the guy that made it and killed him, but they still put this up. So everybody coming into DIA, into the airport, sees this super scary blue horse with red eyes. Welcome to Colorado. We're so weird here. Let's see here. Dun, dun, dun. Allie says, I live in Japan, so I'm just trying to get myself out of bed. It's the hardest part of the day. So glad to see you today. I'm glad to see you too. I am having a hard time getting out of bed myself. It is very difficult. So I actually pretend that answering emails and comments on my phone is productive while I'm staying in bed. That's my coping mechanism right now. Let's see. Joni says, I love how Gen Z on his videos always says no, right? He does a really good job of the stereotypes on the video. I'm going to have to get caught up with him. I'm so glad that you mentioned him to me. Linda says, I have no contact with my mom. Marcus says, I hope I'm not babbling too much. Nah, if people start babbling too much, I just kind of skip over stuff. Let's see. Doug says we need Sheila bobbleheads. No, and that is not going to be a thing, Doug. We are not making a Sheila bobblehead. That would be absolutely horrifying. In case you guys don't know, Doug is my husband. Let's see here. Kent says that horse is high as fuck. It's Colorado. I mean, it's been there since that freaking airport opened. And nobody understands it, especially because it fell on the guy that made it and killed him. The guy that made it died because of that thing. And they said, it's all right. It's okay. Let's just go ahead and put him back up there. The Denver International Airport is freaky. If you ever get a chance and you're bored one day, just Google it. And there's just like tons and tons of conspiracy theories about the Denver International Airport. Like there's a series of tunnels underneath the airport, and this is where like the president and everybody's going to come if there's like a nuclear disaster because we're some kind of safe zone or something. I mean, there's just all kinds of stuff about the Denver International Airport. It's pretty crazy. They put commercials in Alive. There were commercials. Really? That's weird. I'm going to have to turn that off. I always thought if I turned the commercials on, it would do it in the replay, not in the live. That's really odd. I didn't get a commercial, so I didn't know that you got a commercial. I'm sorry if you did. Let's see. Invincible Summer says, yes, bobbleheads. No, bobbleheads. Do not agree with him. CR says, how about a Sheila doll with your laugh? No. You guys, that's so creepy. Then they'll make a movie about it and I'll be like Chucky's girlfriend. So many nopes. HB, hello, LL and LL. Hello to you too. Nice to see you. Nina says, I'm for bobbleheads. No, can you imagine? I just would sit there. No. Oh, damn. Now I'm going to have to look them up. That's funny. Linda's Romper Room says, I make dolls. What kind of dolls? What kind of dolls? Ray says, personal question. Is Doug your first husband? Okay to ignore if too personal? No. I had a practice husband first, and Doug had another practice wife. So we are each other's second marriages. My first husband, there was no animosity. Sometimes I'll post something on Facebook or something and he'll like it. You know, there's no, it wasn't a horrible divorce or anything like that. He actually changed religions. My ex-husband, I was going to say was black. He still is black. But there was a huge influx like in the 90s for African-American males to go into the Muslim church, and he converted to being Muslim. And when that happened, he kind of wanted me to go along with it. And that wasn't going to happen. I just wasn't. And then he also changed his mind on wanting children. And that was something that we had said, you know, way before we ever even got married. And so that was why we ended up getting divorced. And he's been divorced like twice since me. So it wasn't my fault. I am completely vindicated. So no, Doug is my second husband and I am Doug's second wife. We had the practice. We got it. We got through it. Let's see here. We've got, I'm so sorry about the commercials. Nina says we love Chucky. I love Chucky too. A Sheila doll. We could pull a string and it would say nope. You guys are just trippy. You guys are so funny. Where would that string come out of? Invincible Summer. I'm sorry, Medina. I'm sorry that you guys got commercials. I apologize. How far is Sheila alarm clock? Oh my gosh, alarm with my laugh on it. Can you imagine? Shut that thing off. God, she's so annoying. That'd be funny. Oh my gosh, you guys are just cracking me up. My cheeks are starting to hurt. I'm laughing so much. Woo! All right. HB thanks somebody or me for something. Allie says I'm due in October, but the baby might come a little earlier due to a scheduled C-section. Discussed names with my husband yesterday, which we really need to do. Well, if your baby comes out in October, my birthday's in October, so you just might as well name it Sheila. Linda, oh, you do the reborn dolls. I've seen those. Now, I'm not going to lie, Linda. At first, when I saw them, I thought they were a little bit creepy, those reborn dolls. But because it seemed that I went down a rabbit hole of the people that are creepy that use them. But then there was the whole other area of people where it was really heartwarming that utilized these reborn dolls. So I think that they could provide an amazing service for like people even with Alzheimer's. I saw those reborn dolls being used. Pretty cool stuff. That's really cool. God, my nose is itching like freaking crazy. I don't know why. Ray says, I heard from my ex today. It was so triggering. Like your ex-spouse, the one that we don't like, that we have talked about in here before. We don't like that. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Alicia says, go for the push buttons with the laugh and then a nice clean nope at the end. So kind of like a wait. Nope. Like that. Would that be it? No. I'm starting to go down this trail now. Maybe I should do these dolls. No, I need money, but not that damn bad. Lisa wants to know who cooks. You, Doug, takeout. I do. When I met Doug, he was on a 5-restaurant rotation. Wendy's, Chipotle, Subway. That's how he did. Or he would go to the store and buy a pound of ground beef and a chunk of cheese, and that's what he would cook. When we got together, he did start doing better. I believe he made stroganoff hamburger helper one night. But no, I'm the cook. I had weight loss surgery like 7 years ago. And when that happened, I really got into cooking and cooking good, healthy foods, good meals. And so he's been a great guinea pig as far as that concerned. Doug is very picky. He does eat like a toddler, and he will be the first one to admit it. His favorite meal is a cheeseburger, but just meat, cheese, bread. No sauces, no pickles, no vegetables. Do not freaking put lettuce on that burger. So I do have to play a game sometimes where I hide the veggies, or whenever I do dinner, he always eats the veggies first because those are his least favorite. But he can cook grilled cheese, which is amazing because that's one of my favorite meals. He makes a mean quesadilla, but that's kind of it. And that's okay. We do takeout. We used to do takeout a lot more when I was working. Now we do it maybe once every week or two. And that's just on days that I have worked a long day and he's worked a long day, and I just don't have the energy to cook because it is really hard to cook when you're depressed, as some of you may know. HB says, oh, you're talking to Allie. That's so nice, HB. Allie, wishing you a safe delivery. You guys are so sweet. Oh, I love this community. Linda's Romper Room says, yes, it's a great hobby and good for therapy, but a lot of people do think we're crazy. Well, we all are, aren't we? Really, we are. We're all just a little bit nuts, and I think that's what makes this world so special. But what you do does serve a purpose, and it is important. So I'm glad that you do it. And I'm glad that you have good humor about it. And when people say that you're a wackadoo, you're like, yeah, oh, well. Rain says they are healthy for people who are in grief. Absolutely. And that was the second area that I found, were the people that had lost children. And then another, like I said, people with Alzheimer's really seem to take to those because they had something to care for and it gave them a purpose, which was pretty cool. Allie says, I did have a question, but do you have a background or accreditation in counseling or similar career? No. You're so good at talking to people. Oh, thank you so much. But no, I do not. I do offer one-on-ones, but I'm very clear that I'm not a counselor. The one-on-one sessions are just like us sitting down like this and just kind of like bullshitting and just kind of chitty-chatting. I do not think I would be a good counselor because I think I would get too emotionally involved, or I would just be so angry. I'd be like, what's the address of that person that's hurting you? right? So I don't think I'd be a good counselor, but I can be a good listener and I can be a good buddy. So I will just keep doing that. Ray says, yes, my ex-spouse, after speaking with him, it confirmed I made the right decision. Good. Now quit speaking to him. He does not deserve your time, Ray. Does not deserve your time. Melissa says, now I'm craving food. I am too, but I have to wait for Doug to get home. So I made last night for dinner, I made cheesy chicken enchiladas. And so tonight's leftover night for those. And really, I just am a refried bean kind of freak. I love refried beans. So yeah, so when he gets home, then we'll get to eat. Let's see. Eddie says, Eddie Thomas, hi. Sheila, how did you get so good at public speaking? Did you do much speaking when you had your corporate job? So, oh, that's my alarm going off. Posey, you're in luck. You don't have to get your ears cleaned tonight. As far as public speaking, I've just always kind of been really decent at it. It's just something that I've always enjoyed doing. I actually taught at the university level, and I taught gender and communications and public speaking just because I like it. I enjoy it. I feel like I'm good at it. I feel like I excel at it. And it's just something that was natural. It wasn't really something that I studied. Now, do I study it now? Yes, I study storytelling and stuff like that to try to get better. But I think that once you kind of give up this illusion of needing to be perfect or smartest or needing to have all the answers, you kind of give that up. You can speak a little bit more freely. Am I still afraid of sounding stupid? Sometimes, yeah, I am. But I'm just going to go ahead and say it anyway. And I can always apologize. And, you know, I just want to be me, right? And I think that that's what makes me a better public speaker, if that makes any sense. Hope that answers your question, Eddie. Rain says, my kind of guy, grilled cheese with bacon is a summer favorite of mine. Lucky to have him. Rain, I am more than lucky to have Doug. There are no words. If you watched, I did make a video. Sorry, now I'm getting all, I did make a video about like my life pre Doug. And if you, it's there, there's actually a picture of me and Doug. That pictures us on our wedding day on the thumbnail. He's amazing and he loves bacon. So yeah, he's a keeper. Now for me, I like grilled cheese with tomato and I like to dip it in ketchup. I really like ketchup a lot. Even though the older I get, the spicier ketchup is starting to become. Yeah, ketchup is spicy. Shit changes when you age, people. It does. Let's see. Lisa says, amateur fireworks are starting. Gonna sign off. Can't hear you. We'll listen to the rerun. Okay, love. Lisa, thank you for being here. Sheila has a PhD in life experiences and how to keep laughing. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know what to say to that, Marka. Thank you. Melissa says, I feel like making homemade brownies. I make them a lot with chocolate chips. Yeah. And you have to get the chocolate chips so they're just, you have to stop cooking the brownies so everything is just nice and mushy. Rain says, you make for great company just try to take people seriously, not personally. Oh, I see what you're saying. Take people seriously, not personally. That's a good way of putting it. I like that, Rain. Thank you. I like that. Not that you need advice from a 40-year-old. Oh, that's not true, Rain. That's not true. I will always take advice. I do not pretend that I know everything and that I'm the end all be all of knowledge. I am wise because of my years, but I have not experienced everything that everybody has. I always have room to learn and to grow and to change. And thank God for that, because if I didn't, how boring would life be, right? If I just thought, oh, I don't need to learn anything else, I'm done. Now there are some things that I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I don't want to take that on. And I think that that's just something about getting older. Like you just, because you just can't tolerate the bullshit anymore. You're just like, oh, I don't have the energy to learn this new thing. But yeah, what you just said actually resonates with me. I love that. Take people seriously, but not personally. I love that. I will probably use that now in my everyday vernacular. And thank you for your advice, Rain. Peg Englishman says, hi, Sheila. So happy to make a live. Thank you for your videos. You're a riot and you put a smile on my face. Then my work here is done. That is my favorite thing, is to make people laugh and smile. Sheila, can I hire you as a hitman for a narcissist? I'm thinking. I'm going to go with no, unless it's like a hit with my words. I can do a hit with my words. Yeah, I'll do that. Let's see. Everybody's laughing at Linda. Woo, everything jumped. The Tatty Wolf says, I struggle with selective mutism, so those words were kind of amazing to hear. Oh, the really excellent speaking advice. Okay, got you. Sorry, Tatty, I missed your other note. Sorry that. Yes, if you just, the whole thing, I mean, they always say, oh, just picture everybody naked. That's not a thing. Just speak your truth. Just speak your truth. Because the thing is when you're up doing speaking and you're publicly speaking about something, people want you to do a good job. They want to learn from you. They want to hear what you have to say. There might be one or two people in the audience that are just being creepy and, wanting to throw you off your game, but 99% of the people there want you to do good, and they will support you in that. So yeah. I wish I could give you some more advice, but I can't think of anything else to say about that right now. Peg wants to know how long I've been married. God, I hope Doug's not on this call anymore. We got married. Was it 2016, 2017? God, I don't know, Peg. That makes me a horrible wife, doesn't it? Yeah, I guess we've been married about 8 years, 9 years, 10 years, somewhere in there. It's gone by like that. It's gone by incredibly quickly. Let's see. Oh, we're talking about chocolate. What the world needs now is Doug, sweet Doug. You guys, he really is a good man. He really is. Bella Expressions. Hey, Boo, I just love your channel, your story. Thank you so much for your inspiration as always. And because you called me Boo, we're now BFFs. I love it when people call me Boo and when they call me Queen. Those are my favorite. Or Auntie. I like Auntie too. That's awesome too. Let's see. Linda's Romper Room. I finally found my prince. 37 years. Oh, that's a long time. That's awesome. I love that for you. Cooking is so healing. It really is. It's amazing. So Tatty Wolf said that, the cooking part. It truly is amazing how much better you feel when you take care of yourself, even if it's just something small like through cooking. And like I said, right now, I know you can't tell, but I am in a depressive episode. I'm coming out of it, and it is really difficult to cook. But even if I can just grab, a string cheese and some fruit, and give myself something that is good for me, it does boost yourself. And I'm coming from this person, that was, 285 pounds before, where I can't even fathom the amount of food that I used to eat and what actually is plenty to keep you alive. It's crazy how food is in our country. Let's see. Invincible Summer. Sorry, I had an old song in my head. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. I don't know who sings that song. I don't know. Homestead Jude, late to the show, but glad to be here. Love your channel and vibe. Well, Homestead Jude, I love your channel too and vibe. I will have to look it up. I will do that right now. Homestead Jude. Oh, you do have a channel. You only have one video. Oh, you look like a little cutie pie, Homestead Jude. Let's see. Alicia says, if you can find a good storytelling group, it will help. Toastmasters is another, but that has a very specific goal. Yeah, storytellers are more fun. I basically just watch a bunch of YouTube videos, people that I like, and I like the way that they tell stories, or, learning different story types like hero's journey and stuff like that, different ways to tell stories. Let's see. Tatty Wolf says, I really like that. I'm going to write down, take people seriously, not personally. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's beautiful. I love that. It's a good idea, Tatty. Rain, thank you for saying that quote. Joni says, the older I get, the more I think that luck plays a huge factor in our lives. That's an interesting way of looking at it. Yeah, I would say maybe, yeah. Luck or giving up expectations that no longer serve you. The more I give up on things that really don't matter, the better I feel about my life. But I do have good luck with parking. I've got some excellent parking mojo. Wherever we go, there's always a front row parking spot there for us. So yeah, I would say yeah, luck. We'll go with that. Let's see. Taddy says the whole just picture people naked really always threw me into much more confusion, right? Me too. I can't believe you brought that up. Yeah, the picturing people naked, it just makes you take more of your brain that you should be using to think about what you're saying, and you're trying to picture people naked. And it's just silly. It's a waste of time. Doug is back on bobbleheads. Thank you, Doug. We're not doing bobbleheads. Marca says now she's trying not to say queen auntie or boo. Marca, you can still be my bestie. You're still my bestie. Ray says, I know I would feel better if I would just exercise more. Ray, I know that's the thing. And I know the struggle. I have got a Pilates studio downstairs that I haven't used for 7 months now. I can't even make myself go for a walk. Now, my excuse was I couldn't go for a walk because, I felt really bad leaving Posey because Posey does not go for walks. She mules. She just sits there and digs in, and she hates walking. So we bought a stroller. And now my excuse is it's too hot. But I need to do it. I need to, and I just can't find the energy or the, I don't know, the chutzpah to go to it. I can't find the word. Simply Fundamentals here. Simply Fundamental. I almost missed it. My great niece was born today. Oh, that's a great niece. That's amazing. Simply Fundamental. Exciting. Congratulations. I am so glad to see you. Thank you so much again for your last super thanks. I appreciate that more than you know. I wish that there was a way I could thank you personally. And also thank you for your heartfelt comment on the video. I'm glad that it resonated with you in the way that it did. I'm so glad that you're here. We've missed you. It's been a while. Oh, Rain believes that Dionne Warwick sings What the World Needs Now is Love, Sleep Well. I think that you're right. Now, Rain, do you remember the day when like Dionne Warwick was like pimping out psychic network stuff? Do you remember that? I think about that often. Let's see. Dolls, bobbleheads, and alarm clocks. I'll take 2 of each. It's so funny. It's so funny to me that he bought the shirts. So again, pimping out my shirts, right? Laid Off Mafia. There's like, I don't know, 6 different designs. One just launched today. What launched today? Emotionally Concussed. Is that what I said? And it's got like 2025 with a little raccoon on it. So he bought, I've sold 8 shirts, which I was so proud of, but he's bought 2 of them. And he bought them without telling me that he bought them. He got on the website and he just went and bought them himself. So I have no doubt that if I actually came out with bobbleheads and clocks, that he would actually buy them as well. Yay. Simply Fundamental. Yeah, you missed the whole conversation that everybody wants a Sheila bobblehead, and I'm saying no. They want the Sheila bobblehead to laugh, and then at the end just say nope. Yay, everybody's loving on Simply Fundamental. Let's see. Linda says baby steps. Just walks 10 steps to start and then build from there. Yeah. We did go for a walk later last week. It's just the getting out of bed is really difficult. And I do need to go for walks earlier in the day because it is getting hot because it's summer. I need to work on that. I need to work on that. I want to work on that, I should say. I want that for myself. I want to start getting out there and walking. I need to go outside, right? If I never leave my house, I should at least walk around the freaking block. I haven't figured out how to reply to folks on here. Thank you, everyone. So happy. So I think that if you do like the little @ symbol and then you type in their name, that it will reply to them. But I think that it goes in the chat. So don't say anything naughty. Well, you can, but we'll just all see it. Juan. Hello, Juan Serrano says, with all the doom and gloom in life, what are the things that you do to stay grounded? I don't pay attention to the doom and gloom. I don't watch the doom and gloom. I have come to the decision that doom and gloom exists always. It always has. I don't remember which video it was, but I talked about just what has happened in the last 5 years of our life. There is always something going on. For our parents, it was like the Cuban Missile Crisis. I mean, there is always doom and gloom. But the way that our society is set up is it makes you think that this is the worst that it's ever been. Right now is the worst it's ever been. And that's just simply not true. It isn't. Is it bad? Yeah. But it was bad yesterday. It was bad 5 years ago. It was bad 10 years ago. It was bad 50 years ago. It's always bad. And with the internet being what it is, now people have a voice to be loud about the bad. So whereas before, like our parents, let's just say, or my parents, I'll say, it was newspapers, right? You get your news from the newspaper, and that was a little bit more legit and reliable. Now we get our news from the internet with deep fakes and all this other crap going on that we can't tell what's real anymore. So I'm just not doing it. I'm just not. And that may be an unpopular opinion, but in my little corner of the world, in my little spot in Westminster, Colorado, all is right with the world, with me, my husband, and my dog. And yes, groceries are expensive. Yes, I don't have a job. But this same thing happened in the 80s, right? It's all cyclical. It just happens over and over again. So one, I guess that's my 2 cents, would be to stay grounded, stop letting it consume you. Because when you start watching what's going on with the world, you start spinning and you start going down rabbit holes and you start believing things that may or may not be true. And that does you no good. It doesn't serve you at all. So gosh, I kind of got on a soapbox there for just a little wee second. My bad. So that's what I've got. Okay, now we're back to Dionne Warwick. Rain says that he does remember Dionne Warwick. Dionne Warwick was a really popular singer. And I think she's like Whitney Houston's grandmother or something like that. But anyway, she's a really popular singer. And all of a sudden she started pimping out psychic networks. And this was back before these kinds of things. These were never on TV before. And she started making these commercials for psychics, call 1-800, psychic no, or whatever. And no one did that before. And she just completely lost like all credibility in her little world, Miss Dionne Warwick. Doug Hammond writes 2. So Doug is behind, or I'm behind. Doug has this theory of 2, that all you need is 2, 2 of anything. So for burgers, you just need, meat and cheese, right? That's it. 2 ingredients to make the burger. Bread doesn't count. Salt and pepper, those things don't count. He's a toddler. I told you. And it's just 2. That's his theory of life is you just need 2 things. Jackie DeShannon made the song popular. Let's see. I'm out to Regina. Wait. Oh, lost Regina. I'm sorry, you guys. The comments jumped, and so I lost. I lost where I was. Oh, there we go. Regina, forget the bobblehead. I need a desk button that I can push that spits out Sheila's sarcastic comments when idiots walk into my office. Kind of like an easy button, but like a Sheila button. Can I curse on it, Regina? That would be fun. Invincible Summer. Oh, I already love this. Some days you can simply put 2 feet on the ground, stand up, and remind yourself that you defied gravity. Hell yes. Invincible Summer. That is right up there with take people serious but not personal. Look at all you wise souls in here tonight. This is amazing. We're with a bunch of sages, people. Sages. Melissa likes the shirt. Thank you. Angela's also a homebody. Same here, girl. I love being home. When people say go big or go home, I'm thinking, why? I want to go home. That's the goal. That is really the entire goal of my life, is to go home. Let's see here. Ray says, how did you come up with the name for your channel? Were there others that you considered? No. When I started doing this, I was thinking, okay, what is it about me? And overnight, I developed these lines on my eyes. And so it came from that. And I was like, then what else am I doing with this channel? And it's like, well, I just want to talk about life lessons. So that's kind of where it came up, is the laugh lines and life lessons. Yeah, the eye thing, I'm looking at the camera. The eye thing was the overnight thing. Like, that was the thing that made me feel the most old. And that's my advice that now I give the youngins, is start a skincare routine with your eyes. Because one day you're going to wake up and you're going to go, whose eyes are those? Right? You get the little droopy eyelid, and yeah, the eyes. It's all in the eyes. Okay, Alicia, I liked, and who came up with the idea for the push button? I like this push button idea. Oh, Regina did. Yeah, I like the push button idea. Kind of like an easy button, but it's like Sheila Shorts button. I don't know. Oh, and Linda is answering one. Let's see. Late to the party as usual. Jesse, it's okay. Glad that you're here. Joni says, did you watch the Bezos extravaganza wedding coverage? I did not, but I watched the gossipy version of it. For some reason in my brain, I know all these things about all these entertainment things that are going on, P. Diddy and all the stuff that's going on. I don't ever watch stuff. I just kind of watch gossip about it. That's probably my one of my vices, is I like entertainment gossip. Now, I can't remember what it was. Somebody today posted some pictures of something with somebody. Oh, that guy that passed away today. What is his name? Michael Madsen. Michael Madsen passed away today. He was like in Reservoir Dogs. He was in Kill Bill. He's been in a lot of things. And there were pictures of his family mourning him. And I was like, I don't want to look at that. That's like an invasion of privacy. I don't like that kind of journalism, right? I try to stay away from that. It's like that. I didn't like that very much. But anyway, let's see. Rain says, with the news in the media today, you came to mind, been looking for a lighthouse without Wi-Fi. I think lighthouse keeper is probably going to be one of those first jobs that are taken over by AI. Marka tells us that she went to pee. Thank you, Marka. Thank you for that. Doom and gloom is monetized. Yes. As the queen says, she called me queen. I love that you guys are all reclusive as hell. I love it. Nina says that she stays away from most news as well. I do too. If it's not political, it's doom and gloom. It is. What's the thing that they came up with? If it bleeds, it leads. That was something that they started with in the 80s, right? That news is not news anymore. Angela says, hi, Sheila. Thanks for being honest in your videos. I'm a massive introvert and I love staying at home. I am an introvert as well. I know that you wouldn't be able to tell, but I am a big one. Doing these is like super fun for me and I love it. And it's amazing. But when we're done, I am done and I will be hungover tomorrow. Let's see. Angela says that she's trying to fit in. Don't try to fit in, Angela. You just be you. You just be yourself. You will find your people. You will find people that gravitate towards you if you even want people. I don't have people in my life. I have my husband and my dog, and that's all I need, and that's all that I want. Trying to fit in means that you're trying to change yourself. You're trying to morph and twist into something that you're not, and that's not going to make you happy. That doesn't serve you. So just keep being you, sweetheart. Doug Hammond pops in with Sheila Hammond I just lost it. I know that you said something. Oh, was a college professor, a DJ, and a public speaker. I don't know where that came from, unless he was just trying to like brag on, get me some cool points. But yeah, I mentioned earlier I was a college professor. I taught gender and communications and public speaking. I was a DJ at a top 40 radio station. For those of you that do live in Colorado, it was KS 104. Jammin' 92.1. I worked the midnight to 6 a.m. shift. I was Carrie Love, because baby Carrie's going to love you all night long. That was my shtick. So I guess that's what gave me my public speaking chops. I guess that's what he's trying to say there. Will there be a summary video of the live chat? Hey, Brina. Yes, they're posted afterwards. So you can watch it at your leisure whenever you want and make it go fast or oh, I bet watching this like on double speed would be so funny. My laugh would sound like a chipmunk. Right? Brina. Why is my nose itching? And why does it only itch when I do live streams? I need an answer to this question. Let's see. Linda's like, tell us more, Doug. No, we're good. We're good. Let's see. I'm skipping over some stuff here. Talking about food. Everybody's an introvert or recluse. That's because people can suck and I don't want to deal with them. We're talking about the nope button. Enhanced simplicity. Yes, exactly. The goal is to be home. This is where I'm most comfortable. This is where I get to be myself. This is where I'm happiest, right? I love being home. Let's see. Alicia says good night. She's got an early day. Thank you so much. A big part of what grounds me is the community. During the pandemic, the people I couldn't meet at conventions formed an online community. 6 years of shenanigans. I love that. I love the word shenanigans. I don't use that word often enough. Let's see. Patsy says, Angela, much cheaper at home, $200 every time I walk out the door. Do you have one of those like jail bracelets on or something? Like every time you walk outside, you have to pay because you're supposed to stay in your house. Are you on house arrest? Patsy, I'm just kidding. If you're on house arrest, you don't have to tell us that. I was just making a joke. Let's see. Simply Fundamental, are you going to do a comparison trap video? Funny you should say that. So the video that I'm working on now for next week is actually these 5 truths that I have learned. And they're not like the truths that you see on other people's videos. I hope I tried to make them my 5 truths. And one of them does talk about comparison. And I actually open up and I'm a little honest about the comparison that I have been making a lot recently that doesn't serve me. It makes me sick and it makes me unhappy and it makes me feel like quitting YouTube. so I'll talk about that in the video. I don't want to bring it up now because I want to think about it a little bit. But yes, I am going to. It's just one of the 5, though. I'm not doing a whole video on comparison unless that resonates. But thank you for your question. Simply Fundamental. Nina T says, Madsen, boo. Yeah, I know. And they don't know what happened to him. He was 67 and he had just gone to the doctor because he fell off something and he had injured his shoulder and he went in for a checkup and he got all this blood work and stuff done and he was fine. So don't know what happened there. Doug Hammond says 2019. Shit. That's when we got married. Doug's watching this on replay right now. And so now he's chatting. No, we didn't get married in 2000. Was it 2019? I thought it was earlier than that. So, okay. 2019 is when we got married. My bad. Deb on the web. Hello, my love. I am so happy to see you. Deb on the web is a relatively new creator. She has done some one-on-ones with me and she is killing it lately. I have been so proud of you, Deb, watching your videos. You are doing an amazing job. And I know that the uptick isn't there yet. I know you're not getting the views, the likes, the subscribers yet, but just keep going because they're gonna find you. You're doing a great job. So I'm so glad that you came tonight. Thank you. It's good to see you. Joni says, do you watch The Nerve with Maureen Callahan? No, I have not heard of The Nerve. There it is. I love that this is like on the computer and I can just sit here and Google stuff while we're talking. Oh, she's a YouTuber. Ooh. You're home from everything pop culture to true crime, dissecting everything with smarts, humor, and skepticism. Oh, I may have a new favorite YouTuber. Thank you for that. Who gave that to me? Joni. Thank you. Ooh. Oh, crap. I'm not sleeping tonight. Let's see. Jimmy Swaggart passed away. I heard about that. I wonder if he went to heaven. Sorry, that was really inappropriate. That's okay. Some of you laughed. I know you did. I'm behind on comments, so I'm going to the end here. HB says being alone is too much is detrimental. It can be, or it might be just fine, right? I'm pretty okay with being alone most of the time because being with other people is incredibly stressful to me. I don't know if it's social anxiety. I don't know what it is, but when I'm out, even with people I've known for years, even if it's my family, I spend days thinking about the conversations that we had and whether or not I said something wrong. Let's see. Linda says, how can I get comfortable on camera? I hate it. The only way to get comfortable with anything, my opinion, is to do the thing, right? If you want to be comfortable with skiing, well, then you got to go do the thing. If you want to be comfortable with cooking, well, then you got to go do the thing. If you want to be comfortable on camera, well, then you got to go do the thing. That's really the only way for me to get comfortable with anything is to do it. Oh, Posey needs her meds. Oh, it's 8 o'clock, you guys. Holy buckets. But yeah, I would say just get on camera and just do it and post to YouTube. If that's what you want to do, is have your own YouTube channel and just keep posting and just keep doing it. And, you can always delete the videos, but it feels kind of good when you put stuff out there. Patsy answers my house arrest question. Okay, not on house arrest. Just every time I leave the house and go to a couple stores, maybe get gas, come back with no food, and I still spent $200. I get that. All the introverts on YouTube. Heck yeah. Yes, Michael Madsen is the brother of actress Virginia Madsen. I like her as well. Simply Fundamental says, my YouTube channel has a few hundred. I'm totally fine with slow growth. Mine's personal finance. Did I know that about you, Simply Fundamental? What is wrong with me? Simply Fundamental. Simply Fundamental. I'm not even subscribed to your channel, my friend. I am now. Huh. Look at you. You're a cutie patootie. Woo! Simply Fundamental. You've got 387 subscribers. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. Awesome. I'm so sorry. I didn't even realize that you had a channel, my friends. Now I will subscribe and I'll watch some of your videos. And if you want some unsolicited feedback, just let me know. Let's see. Angela says, I don't have any friends except my family. And you know what, Angela, that is okay. I can't really see you, Angela, but I feel like you might be a little bit younger. You don't have to have friends. There's not a prerequisite in life that says that you have to have friends. You just do what feels good to you and what feels comfortable to you. And if you love your family and you want to be with your family, then that is perfectly okay. It really, really is. Let's see. Sorry, I think I probably say let's see like 27,000 times, and it's probably really annoying. You don't get many sacks at the store for $200. Nope, not anymore. 68 watching and only 13 likes. There must be some kind of a lag because I've got 74 watching and 89 likes. So there must be a lag. A really big lag if Doug is answering the what year we got married question. He must be on a big lag. Taddy Wolf says, I normally don't bother mentioning starting a channel, but if anyone is considering it, I confirm you should start one. It has made so much difference to my mental health to start one. Now I'm going to have to look up the Taddy Wolf. The Taddy Wolf. Looking you up. I do not see your channel, my friend. I do not see a channel called the Taddy Wolf. And I just realized that Taddy might be tattoos. Is that what you are? Tattoos? There you are, Taddy Wolf. Taddy makes Minecraft life into nonverbal short films. Well, that is a niche right there. Very cool. Hello, Taddy. Hello. I love it when people have channels because then I can actually see what you look like. It's awesome. It's like I can relate and see your eyes and see your face. It's awesome. Okay. There you go, Taddy. I have just subscribed to you. Yeah, I see that you're on Twitch. I bet that you're a lot more popular on Twitch. I'm just learning about Twitch right now. I don't want to be on Twitch, but I wanted to know what it was. So I'm learning about it. Let's see. Oh, I did it again. Oh, shit. Angela says, I swear a lot as well. I do too. I really have to. No, I'm not going to work on that. No, I swear a lot. That's just how it is. Shit. Fuck damn hell. I had to talk myself from not quitting after your last video. It hit me hard. Not quitting YouTube? Wait, what did I do? What did I do? The adulthood video? Don't quit. Don't quit. Don't quit. Just keep working on getting better. Every video should be better than the one that was before it, right? Learn something new, try something different, right? You don't have to quit. I hope I didn't mess up. Let's see. Linda, your channel sounds fun. Linda's Romper Room. I'm going to look up Linda. Linda's Romper Room. There she is. That's your art. Her dolls. Her dolls. There. I subscribed to you as well. God, that is an art form. You're absolutely right. That is an art form. Oh dear, I've not had the most fun uploads lately. Why? What you been talking about lately, Tatty? Oh, I'm not going to say them out loud. People can look. I'm going to watch these. I'm going to watch these. And then I might give you some unsolicited feedback. Because apparently that's one of my favorite things. Let's see. I'm just trying to get through. Oh, we got some new people. Waxstream says, so cool to catch this live. Love your fresh, frank fun. Thank you so much, Waxstreams. I am so glad that you made it. I'm trying to wrap things up because we're 2 hours in. Mama's getting tired. Mama's getting hungry. Let's see. Fezzik the Giant. Hey, Sheila and chat. Just found you recently. Your messages resonate. Over 55 recently laid off. Sorry. Seeing what the future holds. The future holds a bunch of crap, a bunch of wonder, a bunch of learning, a bunch of sleep. The future. What are you doing, sweet girl? Oh, that was really sad. She just kind of did a little jump like she got scared. Let's see. Linda's thinking of changing her name to Linda's Romper Room in the crate. Did you want to come say hi? Come here. You don't want to? She just totally like backed up like, no, don't touch me, woman. Work, not YouTube. Oh, okay. Work, not YouTube. Got it. Simply Fundamental. Zeramus 7. I'm kind of new. Thank you for your content. That's okay. Everybody's new at first. We got lots of new people in here. Like I mentioned earlier in the live, I got 10,000 new subscribers last month, which is crazy. Crazy. So there's lots of new people and it's awesome. Are you giving me kisses? Come here. Now you want to come see? All right. Oh my God, you're just so chunky. I think the girl that called you fat's not here anymore, though. You're okay. You're okay. I know. I love you too. What? Why are you kissing me so much? Stop. Look over there. Look at them. Do you see them right there? Why are you looking like you're freaking cray-cray? She hates being held. She hates this so much. Give me kisses, though. Thank you so much. Do you want to get down? You do want to get down. I know. You hate this so much. Okay. You guys going to have to start really doing this. Oh, Angela. Okay, Angela dropped something in the chat, so now we can't stop quite yet. I have an eating disorder and an alcohol addiction. So the fact that you have admitted it and you are saying these things out loud to a group of strangers, I really hope that you are actually getting help and that you are at a point where you're starting to get things under control. Because if you just kind of drop that in there, and I don't think that if you were in denial, you would say those things. So at least you're not denying that this is going on in your world right now. And I really, really hope that you're getting help, because both of those things are incredibly dangerous on their own, and together they would be very, very, very dangerous. I wish I could reach out and give you a hug right now. But I know from experience with both of those items that nobody can really help you. You're going to have to claw your way out. And as you're clawing and as you are working and as you're trying to get out, just know that, yes, it is worth it. It is worth it to get out. I look back on the times in my life where I was at my lowest and where I thought that I wasn't going to make it, not one more day. And I can't believe all the stuff that I would have missed had I not made it one more day. So, Angela, you take care of yourself and you keep checking in with us. Yes. And Invincible Summer, you don't have to be a hot mess alone. I didn't see that you called yourself a hot mess, but no, you don't have to be a hot mess alone. That's what this group is for. That's what writing comments on the videos is for, is if something resonates with you, say it if you feel comfortable, and other people will commiserate with you. Let's see. Sorry, I keep saying, let's see, and I keep trying to stop myself from saying that. Oh, you guys are, I was like, cutie patootie, who, me? What? Me? Oh, no, you're talking about Posey. Yeah, I don't know why her eyes were bugging out like that. It was like she was so scared. Jesse says, I have that same look every time a coworker talks to me. I could see that. I could see that. No, she just hates being held. She's not a cozy dog. She will cuddle with you, but only like in your knee pit or like against your shins. You know, she does not want to cuddle. Everybody's saying hello to Posey. And Angela must have said something else and I missed it. At least at home, no one can judge me. Yeah, very true. I am Legion Green. Hello. Thank you for showing up. We're trying to start wrapping this up, but I'm glad that you got to at least pop on in and say hello. Taddy Wolf is talking about weed. Linda's 70 going on 10. We're all a hot mess. I'm not a hot mess. I'm more of like a unorganized, lukewarm hottie. The Hot Mess Express. I love that. Maybe that should be a t-shirt, Nina. JD Veg, hi, welcome. Your videos have been helping me with dealing with career change that's going to fall through. Thank you for letting me know it's all good, though, because what matters is the other stuff in my life. That is absolutely the truth. That is absolutely the truth. Because right now, I mean, I've spent my entire life on my career and I don't have one anymore. And I missed out on other things. So yeah, the other things matter. They do. Paycheck matters, money matters, but not as much as we are told to think that it is. Let's see. I Am Legion talks about being fashionably late. Oh, the fireworks are starting. It's not even tomorrow's 4th of July. I'm so sorry that your cat is already headed for cover. I identify as eggs in purgatory. The best thing about this channel for me is finding your tribe, that there are people who know what you haven't gone through and create. Ray, that is excellent. That is absolutely what I was hoping would happen with this community. And honestly, when I started YouTube, I really didn't think that, well, when I started YouTube, I thought that I was just going to talk about menopause because I was so pissed off that nobody was talking about menopause and I couldn't find a doctor and that I was miserable. But then things started morphing and I started realizing that there was a lot of people that had the same kinds of thoughts and feelings that I did. And wouldn't it be cool to build a community? Now, I was only thinking the community might be like 1,000 people if I was very, very lucky. But to get to where we are now, we are at 30,000 or something like that right now. To have all of these people that have all of this same shared life experience, that's pretty phenomenal. It's pretty phenomenal. HB's talking to Angela. Angela, I hope you see that people are talking with you. Oh, so Taddy, the number 3, what that means is like you're like a top contributor in the chat or something like that. It's very strange. It's a way that I think YouTube is trying to get people to kind of be more active in chat, which we don't need in this group. We've got a very active chat group. So it's like saying, oh, if you put like a number 1 on them, then everybody's going to start chatting some more because they want to be number 1. Let's see. That's why I applaud millennials and Gen Z who see the game and won't play. Yes, Joni, agreed. Linda says, I want to talk about menopause. I just got bioidentical hormones. Yes, me too. I love them. I just got mine put in on Monday, but I don't want to start a new conversation. You guys, I've been talking for 2 hours and 15 minutes. I want to go. Let's see. I keep saying, let's see, stop it. I am Legion Green says, I found your channel while I was really in the depths after yet another job opportunity fell through. It really made the difference and helped me get over the hump. I am so glad to hear that. Thank you so much. That's something very nice to say. Thank you so much. Kelly came back. Kelly went and got ice cream, y'all, and then came back. Okay. That's how long we've been here. Fluffernutter ice cream. That sounds yum. Cassandra's sister's here now too. You guys, I'm trying to wrap up. Cassandra's sister, it's good to see you. Yes, Taddy, the system is calling you out for being talkative. Yes. Let's see. I had mine put in on Monday. We're talking about bioidentical hormone pellets. Simply Fundamental says, have a great night. Deb on the web, have a great night. Go eat dinner. Well, Doug's not home yet. This is like the stalker in me. So I could actually get on my phone and I can see, I don't know if he's still working. I don't know what's going on, but I can see if he's might be on his way home because I can stalk him on Google Maps because we share our locations. We started sharing the locations when I was driving Uber. So that way he would always kind of know where I was. Let's see. Looks like he's still working. Oh, wait, no, he's on his way home. Wait, no, I don't freaking know. They changed his schedule. And now during the week, he gets off like at 4, but Thursdays he has to work until 7. But at like 6:40, they sent him to a call that was like an hour away. I said, you just tell him no. Who do I call? I will call somebody. No, you cannot do that. No. So he works a late night. Cassandra says, hugs. I'll be here next time. Good. Thank you. Been missing you. Been thinking about you. And we're going to change the members only live stream, Cassandra. Next week, I'm going to try a different time. So maybe that'll work for you a little bit better too. Just let me know. Joni says, thank you. This was great. Thank you so much for coming, everybody. No wrapping up, not allowed. I know, right? And this happens every week. Every week I say, okay, we're going to talk for an hour. And every week we go to like 2.5 hours. It's crazy. And I love it. I love it. And I love you guys. It feels very weird to love so many people that I haven't met in real life, right? I think it's that whole shared experience thing, right? We're building this community. And yeah, I love this community. Jesse says, maybe you should think about getting a Discord server for people to chat after hours. I don't really know what that is, Jesse. I know it's a thing. And I tried to get on and do the Discord thing and I got completely overwhelmed and I looked at it and said, I don't have time for this shit. I'm not going to sit here and try to learn this new thing. I've had to learn Facebook, Instagram. I just did TikTok, YouTube. I've learned so much in the last year. I don't know if I have the energy to learn Discord. But I'll look at it again. I'll put it on my to-do list. I'm just going to put it right here. Discord. Okay. Let's see. Cassandra says, this is too good of a time for everyone. Well, we've established that's because 90% of us are introverts that never leave our house. That's why this is so fun for everyone. Discord is great. I second that suggestion. Well, Taddy, you might have to help me with that. Ray says, give Posey hugs and kisses. Let's see here. Ooh, HB, I've got my first ever therapy appointment next week. Probably best to have a general idea of what's bothering me the most. Not really have any expectations and play it by ear. Yeah, the first therapy session is just kind of be getting to know you, right? They're going to just be like, well, what's kind of bothering you? Tell me about, why you think that is, right? You're not going to really get deep into that. So don't be afraid about going. It's just going to be kind of like a little chitty chat. It'll just be nice and simple. It's pretty simple to use Discord. Then why is it that I look at Discord, Taddy, and all I see is, oh my God, I don't know what this is. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I think I even have a login. I just clicked on login. Yeah, I'm in. I've got a thing. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know what this is. I don't know what it is. I would say that I would use AI to teach me how to do it, but there was a whole AI discussion earlier that told me that I was bad for using AI because it uses too much energy. Right? Yeah, I was on the vidIQ Discord server, and now I don't know how to get off of it. I figured out how to stop getting alerts from it, but looking at like the vidIQ Discord, it just looks so confusing to me. So confusing. But I'll figure it out. Let's see. Taddy says, I will absolutely teach you anything you need to know. Yeah, if you know Discord really well, then maybe we might have to get together. Medina, thank you so much for being here. Medina was the first one here, and she's probably going to be the last one to leave. Oh, Lisa says, I lied. I'm still here. I can't let go. You guys are so awesome. Patrick Bloodstain Glory Bruno. I love your channel. With all these employers getting government grants and stipends and tax breaks, why do employers still suck so much? Because they only care about themselves. That's why. Patrick, I would love to answer your question, but I'm trying to wrap up really hard. You are the CEO of your own life. Thanks, LNL. Appreciate you. Preach, everybody. Okay, I think I finally caught up. I hope that everyone's voice was heard because that really is important to me. Thank you so much for, let's see, who was it here? We've got Rich. Thank you, Rich, for your super chat. I appreciate that. I know that doing these once a month, it feels like they're not often enough. And maybe later we'll start doing them more, but I kind of like keeping it once a month, and we get about 100, 120 or so people in here. And I like that number because then I can feel like everybody's voice gets heard. But again, if you ever want to talk to me, I do offer one-on-ones. Don't forget, I've got merch. What else? I guess that's really all I've got to pimp out to you today. One-on-ones, merch, and memberships. That's pretty much it. But I love you guys so much. Happy 4th of July. Stay safe. Stay cool, stay flame retardant. If you figure out how to add your name, it's Taddy Mooney. Okay, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know. Taddy Mooney. You're just going to have to find me. Laugh Lines and Life Lessons. That's what mine is, Taddy. Laugh Lines and Life Lessons. I love you guys. Kelly, thank you. Cassandra, Medina, yes, I love you all. There's barking. Oh, Doug's home. So this is a good time. This is a good time to go. I love you guys so much. Hope that the next video resonates with you. I look forward to hearing your comments. And I'm going to click the button now. It's so hard for me to click this end stream button, but I'm going to click it. All right. Love you guys. Bye.